How's it going, everyone? Anas here with a new game. Welcome to Football RPG. Thought I'd give a demo of the game, show how it works to anyone interested in playing it. Go new game here. You have three save files to choose from, so you can mess around with three different saves as much as you want. You start the game. Uh, all the all the buildings are level one. They're at the grass level. You start with 10,000 golds, enough to get you started on your way. You start in Division 5, and day one, there's 9 games per division, and if you finish in the top three, you go to the next division. You finish last, you go back one. So this is uh, the basic world of the game. This is the city. So the goal of the game is to build your football city, build your team, go up the divisions. Um, I'll start by explaining the different like buildings in the football world and how they work. I'll start in order. So every building in the city is upgradable up to level 5. So you go to the building, you press upgrade, you can upgrade to the next level, and every building has its own function and what it does. And yeah, the first building at the very far left is where you start your match day. So this is the home building. So this is what you can do in the home building is pretty much see the basic tutorials or go back to the main menu. When you upgrade the home building, you all you really do is increase your manager speed and you get a new avatar. You could always like go back as well. You could go back to the previous level if that's what you want. Um, Pretty straightforward building, mostly tutorial building. It's where you get where you start every day. Right here is one of the main buildings of the game, the training center. The training center is where you complete a set of mini games every match day, and you basically go to the mini game, one of the four, choose your starting player, and this is the penalty one. Not too difficult. Let's see if we can. Oh, missed. Um, you'll see here on the right. Once you've like finished a game, the panel will go from black and white, show you that you finished the game. The penalty one's the easiest out of all the mini games. The one on the left is one versus one. It's actually like one versus two, but uh, don't really count the keeper. Hey, oh, uh, uh, as you upgrade the training center, you do get better rewards, but the difficulty increases. So you could always like jump back and forth between difficulties. This game here on the top right is the free kick game. Pretty difficult. Uh, the way it goes is penalty game's the easiest, then the 1v1, which is medium. Free kick levels difficult, and the corner needs to be adjusted, but for now it's quite pretty impossible. Or the cross game. Even if you miss, you even have a you have the possibility of taking another shot in most games. So even if you miss, there's always a chance you can go again. Um, Upgrade the training center. You get the next one with the as you upgrade it, the difficulty gets harder. So you can always go back and forth. So that's the training center. Go to the transfer market. The transfer market is where you buy players. So you can check your players, check what check their stats. All the players in the game they have a power. They have a power as you can see on the left. This one's a warp. So every player in the game has their own power, what they can do in game, their own specialty. If you don't like the players in the shop, you can always go to the agent and refresh the shop. See what you get. See if you like any of the players. If you like them, you can add them to your team. You have a total of 23 players on the right that you can have in your team. So uh, as you upgrade the transfer market. You get access to better players. So up to you. See what you want. See what you need in your team. See if you like the power. Buy the player if you want. It gets added to your team. Here at the top is the Star Lab. So the Star Lab basically allows you to combine three of the same players on your bench into like a super level of that player. And as soon as you have it, you star search. You find the player and you'll get a cutscene. And the three move players will be removed from your team and replaced with the big super player. As you upgrade the building, you you unlock higher tiers of whatever player you want. Here's the bank. The bank is basically the pay to win building. It's how mobile games go. Upgraded doesn't really do anything. Here we have the team taxes building. This is where you basically manage your team. Here on the right you have your first team. You want to switch out your first team. You can replace it with one of the new players we bought. If you see that the position above the player's head is blue, that means they're in the correct position. White means secondary position, and the yellow means that they're in the wrong position. It just affects the player's attributes in the game. Obviously, the better fit they are for the position, the better they will be. Right here, you can change your team's formation or tactic. You can also see like standings in your opponent, anything about the team. Any player that's not in your first team, you can view them. You can also sell them if you want. There you go. As you build your team, you'll start seeing them in this level. So you also have a you also have a chef, and you can just choose the recipe. As you upgrade the building, you'll get access to like more recipes, more tactics, more formations. So it's where you where you manage your team, uh, everything about it pretty much. This right here is basically the press room. It gives you a show. Gives you prizes pretty much every match day. So you get one show per match day. As you upgrade it, you get better prizes. You get a new show featuring new presenters as you go up. Yeah, you get players. You get some good loot every match day. If you want to grind, definitely here and the training center is where to go. Can upgrade it as well. And finally, we have the stadium. Stadium is where you play your game. 11 versus 11 football. Let's jump into a game. So this is the main gameplay. It's pretty much 11 versus 11. You could do anything you'd really imagine you could do. You can pass, you can shoot, you can clear, you can cross, all the good stuff. The 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 big difference between this game is the power system. So every player has their own power. Here's the warp. Uh, every player has a power that they can use once per half, specific to them. Um, the powers can be either offensive or defensive. They can have different trigger conditions. So most of the fun of the game is to find out what the powers do, how to activate them, which ones are good, which ones not really that effective. As you go up, like players, usually the powers will get crazier and crazier. To the very end of the game, you get some like pretty like crazy powers. Most of the fun of the game is to find out uh, what powers are in the game, what they're about, etc. Um, the gameplay is pretty basic. Apart from that, it's pretty basic. It's just a fun game. Pick up and play. It's a free to play game on Android and iOS. Uh, check it out. I might I might in a future release put it for Steam on PC. Why not? It was designed for mobile, but I could always put it off for Steam like with a joystick. Yeah, it's first game I made. I love football games, so you know, why not try to make one? See what I can come up with. Uh, yeah, if there's still a bunch of things to fix with the game, but if there's enough interest, could make a bunch of changes to it, a bunch of improvements. For now, free game, pick up and play. Any cell phone you want, pretty much. So, hey, it's there. Uh, Enjoy.